Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is me, Fee. It is a Friday morning, and I have with me here crushed guava leaves with cinnamon. Yeah, and just water. I didn't add any honey, didn't add any of that. I haven't eaten, and I always have hot water before I eat, just to prepare my bowels. My gut. My gut. I'm preparing my gut for some food. Yeah, and I'm just like outside. I just finished watching an episode of Rotten Mango. Yeah, this episode was kind of disturbing. Not even kind of, all of them are disturbing actually. But it was like about, a set of twins, identical twins. One of them committed a heinous crime. Sound like a news reporter. One of the twins had committed a heinous crime. Nah. But yeah, hey, dude, I don't want to make a video that's going to stimulate your brain the same way as all the other videos that talk about this topic would. It's just something that I was thinking about. Well, I've been wanting to make a video about this, but I just didn't know the angle that I would take when I finally spoke about it. And no, I'm not using my mic because I don't have a mic stand. It's in the morning. And I think that like holding my mic is just too much. So I'm trying something new. It's in the morning. Please don't mind my energy levels. I'm getting there. I haven't eaten, you know? But yeah, dude, like, who are you without your phone? Who are you without your phone? I know I'm calling you dude, but like, seriously, who are you without your phone? I don't think I remember who I was before I got sucked into social media and developed a very unhealthy relationship with my device. I don't think it's only just like our phones, it's just devices, period. You know? Do you remember the last time you were actually happy? Do you remember the last time you didn't necessarily live life thinking about your phone? Because I can't remember a time where I didn't think about my phone. Okay, yeah, I do. It depends. But those are rare occasions, okay? Like, this is my screen time. Again, and I did say that, I was gonna work on being on my phone list. Yeah, I mean, I've been using my phone for like other things, but, throughout this winter, I've just been thinking of like the fact that I used to be someone who didn't care about her phone at all. I was speaking to a friend of mine, and he was talking about like social media and when he had started using social media. And I only started using social media, my first social media platform that I used was WhatsApp. I don't necessarily think that WhatsApp can be classified as a social media platform. I mean, it is, but I think social media is different from WhatsApp. WhatsApp is like very personal, It's very, very intimate, very personal. It's not something that should be used as, it's like a platform where you communicate with people, and stuff like that. But like things like Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, the works. That's something that I got later on in my life. Like, I had my first Instagram account when I was 14, was in grade 9. And I didn't use Snapchat as like a platform to talk to people. We don't do that in South Africa. Like, it's rare. I know that in other countries, like America, the UK, like, it's common to use Snapchat as a way of communicating with someone. We don't do that here. Like, we only use it for the pictures, or at least I used to. Before that, I was using CandyCam. I used to use CandyCam. I don't know if people remember CandyCam. Yeah. And then before TikTok was TikTok, there was Musical.ly. I used to use Musical.ly. Not to talk to people, like just to make videos, like dance videos. It was really fun before TikTok became the monster that she is today. I mean, she is beneficial for certain people, but for others, it's like she's very draining and she's just not good for you. Like, she's not. You will wake up at 8 a.m., have plans to do something productive, or have plans to do something that gives to your soul more than it takes, and you will sit on that phone telling yourself, okay, I'm just gonna scroll for like an hour. You will find out that it is 2 p.m. Your day is gone. Your day is gone, and you've been scrolling ever since. You haven't eaten breakfast, you haven't exercised, you haven't stretched, you haven't drank any water, your day is gone. Like your day is gone. And like when I was speaking to my friend about this, dude, he was like, dude, it's so interesting that you only joined social media so late in your life. Was it late in my life? I don't know. But like I didn't care about that. I used to listen to music. Like my dopamine hit, I got it from watching Trace Urban, Disney Channel. Like I think everyone who was born from 2000 to 2004, our childhood was peak. Our childhood was peak. Because what do you mean? Like we were born, yes, there was technology, but we still played outside, we're not iPad babies. We're not iPad babies. No, we're not. No, we're not. But we were born like in a really good era. There was a balance. There was a balance. A balance. Why did I say balance? I got balance. Balenciaga. Okay. But I ruined my eyebrow. It's fine. Yeah, like I didn't even want this video to be stimulating in the way that other videos would. Maybe if you wanted like statistics and you want like research and you want graphics and you want like these smooth trends, it's fine. Like, I mean, you can watch another person talk about this. I'm doing this solely for the purpose of us genuinely speaking about when was the last time we were happy, when was the last time we were actually ourselves, and we didn't feel the pressure to be other people or adopt different identities. Like, I feel like so much of ourselves has been lost in the ethers because of social media and our cell phones. Okay, some people draw inspiration from these platforms, right? They draw inspiration from these platforms and they find new ways to create. What about us who are the consumers? Because I feel like globally the Great Depression had hit us in 2020 when COVID-19 was a thing and the pandemic had taken over many people's lives. I mean, it still is a thing. I'm not saying that, it's gone. It's still a thing. However, the severity of it all, like the spread, it's different now. Things have died down. We have gone back to normal living. But I think you can deduce the fact that life is not as it used to be prior to, the pandemic. Life in 2019 going down. Life was, yeah. And now, like, we've been so glued to our phones ever since then. The world is not as colorful as it used to be. There is a lot going on. We're just addicted. Like, you have an unhealthy relationship with your phone. I have an unhealthy relationship with my phone. Do you even remember the hobbies that you had? Did you have any hobbies? Do you remember your interests? Do you remember the individualism that you had prior to Instagram being so uniform? Like, dude, you remember the time when we used to just post whatever and share our ideas and be artistic and be creative and just like, Now it's just so different. Like, social media is just so different. You have to come up with hooks. You have to try to get someone's attention because our attention spans are cooked. Like, I have to do something crazy in order to get your attention. Like, hey! I don't know. That was cringe, but I don't know. I don't know. What is it that I have to do to get your attention? I'm sure like some of us can't even sit through a 30-minute video of someone speaking to the camera like this. We can't. We need that stimuli. We need that stimulation. We need that dopamine hit. And studies have shown you know, from different videos that I've watched, I've not read any articles, I don't wanna lie, that the way TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, how they were designed was the same way, was designed to affect you in the same way that someone who goes to a casino and, you know, uses a slot machine, the same dopamine hit, the same chemical reaction, the same way the slot machine alters that person's brain chemistry is the same way that TikTok is doing that to you with the whole. And I feel so sorry for the kids that were born in this era because their parents have given them phones to scroll mindlessly while they should be working on their cognitive development. But what do I know? Because I'm not a parent yet. But I'm just saying, like, if it's affecting me like this, imagine someone who's younger than me, whose brain is still developing. My frontal lobe is just lobing. Yes, my brain is still developing, but not in the way that someone who's learning how to read, write, interact with the world, develop their speech, so forth. Like, we're not the same, babes. We're not the same. We're not the same. We weren't even born in the same eras. You know what I mean? Like, even sitting in silence and just being bored is too much for them. When I was bored, I would go play outside with my friends, or I would find my toys and just like create a whole scenario. I remember when I was how old was I? This was before grade. I was in grade 4, ne? I don't know, grade 3, grade 4, somewhere there. I had a bicycle. I need to get a bicycle. You see, now as an adult, I need to get a bicycle. I know that we're all like, oh, we need to buy cars. I get that. Yeah, I'll buy a car, but I need a bicycle. I need a bicycle. I love bicycles. I love bicycles. I just remembered that I like bicycles. And I love skating. Like, yeah, anyways. So, I used to have a bicycle. And this was prior to me having friends. Like, I just used to play outside. And in my head, there were 3 characters. Right? I don't know if this is normal, but for me, it's normal, okay? There were 3 characters in my head. Whenever I'm like riding my bike, it's like I would want music playing, but the music is playing in my head. So I would like sing. I had 3 characters. One was named Rocky. The other was Tiffany. The other was Brittany. So they all had different voices, right? And when I was riding my bike, I would like voice these characters. And they would like have concerts together. So Brittany is the one who is like the head of the group. What do they call them? You have your backup singers. Is it the main singer? I don't know. But Tiffany and what was Rocky? Tiffany and Rocky, they were backup singers. Rocky had like a very raunchy, tomboyish voice. She sounded like this, you know. Tiffany, she had like a squeaky voice, like she spoke like this. And then Brittany was just my voice, you know. Dude, I used to entertain myself. I'd have back and forth conversations it's happening in my head. Like in my head, I can see it. I'm riding my bike and I'm seeing Rocky and Tiffany and Brittany. They're all singing, you know, like they're taking turns. And if you saw me as a child riding my bike, you would swear that something's not okay. Something is not okay. Okay. Something's not okay. But that I used to do that. Okay, now that I'm older, I have an interest in reading, but I've only read. Let me go get a book. I'm gonna show you. I have a book that I've been reading since 2024. I'm coming back. Okay, I ran. I got 4 books. I bought these books in 2023, but then what's it, 2023 or 2024? You know, 2023 and 2024 are years that overlap for me. It's like they're the same year. Let me take a sip of this. Hold on. It's even warm now. So good though. I can actually do a video on the benefits of drinking the stuff that I drink because they help. Guava leaves are skincare. Guava leaves, this is your skincare. I haven't been eating right and I haven't been drinking this, but I'm gonna keep drinking it and you're gonna see how much my skin is gonna glow. Anyways, becoming supernatural. when I started embarking on my spiritual journey, this was the book that I wanted to read. I'm still going to finish it, but I bought it in between 2023 or 2024, maybe late 2023 is probably when I got it. But I'm not done. I'm this far. This is how much I have. I'm on page 76. I thought that maybe I would have been done with this book. But I think also reading self-help books really triggers you, because you're going to read something and then it triggers you and you're like, nah, I'm going to put this down, because you don't want to face yourself. Because you don't want to be faced with the truth about yourself. You're running away from yourself. Why are you running away from yourself? I mean, I also did too, and then I ended up like scrolling. I also do this thing where I convince myself that I'm actually processing my emotions and working through them, whereas I'm just on social media looking for people who are experiencing the same thing as me, and then somehow I feel like I'm learning something, and then I'm like also getting comfort because I know that I'm not the only one. That's not processing your emotions. Looking for information based off of what you're going through when you're going through it is not you processing your emotions. You're running away from it. It's like a form of escapism, you know? And also like intellectualizing your emotions. Sana, if you feel something, just sit down with it. Sit down with your emotions. I'm speaking to myself as well. But yeah, this book, haven't finished it, and I bought it so long ago. I finished this one in 2024. I finished her. She's fairly small. Like, you know, the 4 agreements, she's fairly small. Like she is. I finished her. But did I retain anything from her? No. No. The 4 agreements. The first agreement, be impeccable with your word. I have not. Because I said, I was going to detox from my phone. I was going to decrease. That's my dad. I told myself that I was going to detox from my phone, that I was going to decrease my screen time, all of that. I did not. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. I am doing my best now. This one, Indaba My Children, by the great Ubabu Credo Mutwa. I haven't read this book. I'm sorry. I'm going to read this book. I will read this book. It needs my full attention. Like, this is an amazing book. Beautiful book. For African spirituality, getting to know yourself more. Like, African spirituality, like getting to know yourself more, like your roots. Your roots. African roots and African spirituality. Alala. Start here. A diary of a CEO. I actually have like a cute Instagram photo that I took. I don't know if I posted it, but I'll post it here. I'll put it here. And it was on this page. And it's actually such a beautiful aesthetic photo. Like, it's like, ooh, look at me, I'm reading. Ha!
Yeah, boy.
I'm only on page 17. But also self-care, self-help kind of sucks as well. But I mean, like, the books that I bought, these were all for me. Like, these were my interests. I wanted to read this. I wanted this. I wanted this. You know? What about the books that you said you were going to read? You haven't read them. You're just like me. Why? It's that phone. What about meditation? It's that phone. What about learning how to draw, starting to paint? That hobby that you wanted to pursue. I don't know what it is. But what about that? Like, too much of something is very bad. And I feel like we've all been frying our nervous systems. I don't want to lie. Even if your phone is something that helps you escape from stress and helps you wind down or cool off after a stressful day, it is not the best thing to do for yourself. Mentally, physiologically, like, it's not good for you. Like, our phones being the last things that we see before we sleep is horrible. Our phones emit blue light, which, you know, disrupts the production of melatonin. I almost said melancholy. Melatonin. And melatonin is a hormone that is necessary to help us sleep. Yay! The way I said that, it's important though. It helps us sleep. Okay? It's a hormone that is crucial for helping us fall asleep. And blue light just disrupts the production of that. You get what I mean? That time you're scrolling on social media. frying your brain, frying your nervous system. And you think, oh, I'm winding down. Like, no, man. And you know what? Even being present feels like a threat because our bodies are not used to being present anymore. It feels like a threat. It's boring. I need stimuli. You are an addict. I don't think we are better than people who are addicted to food. We're no better than people who are addicted to certain substances. Like, we're no better because you use your phone the same way they would use whatever it is. And it's like an itch, you know. Sit down with yourself and put your phone to the side. I promise you're gonna pick it up and you're gonna telling yourself that you want to check the time. Like, you convince yourself that, now, you know what, now I want to check the time. You're not gonna check the time. You're not going to check the time. You're gonna find yourself on Instagram or Twitter. That time you wanted to do something important, did you do it? No. These phones are very useful. They really help us. Yes, they're a tool of communication. We can take pictures. We can upload videos. We can do a lot. Like, I'm shooting on my phone right now. This is my phone. Right? But we have to use it in moderation. There has to be a balance. Like, we have to have a good relationship with our phones. You know, we have to have a good relationship with our devices. Even the TV. You're going to say, okay, I'm not going to use my phone. Then you're going to go sit in front of the TV and you're going to binge watch a series, or you're going to try to look for something to watch on YouTube. Like, I don't think that overconsumption is good for the nervous system. No, it's not. Especially if you're someone who has anxiety. Yeah. Especially if you're someone who just needs silence. Because there does come a point in life where, especially maybe if you're like in your mid-20s, I'm there. Yeah, if you're in like your mid-20s, dude, like, haven't you gotten to the point where now music is just too loud? You can only listen to 3 songs and then after that, it's fine. You've become those adults that say, yes, the volume, decrease that volume. Well, that's too loud, you know? We're getting old, but also I think it's a call from our universe. It's... I think it's a sign from our nervous systems. Yes, a sign from our nervous systems that we are frying them, and they just need peace and quiet. Like, your nervous system needs a break, hey? Your nervous system needs a break. There's no way you can be able to create with a fried nervous system. Or, yeah, because fried nervous system is equivalent to scattered energy. You cannot manifest, you cannot create, you cannot do the things that make the pots to be done.
Where are the pots? Yeah. There's no pots because I made the things that it cannot make that pot to be done.
I don't know if anybody understands.
You know, you can't, like, you can't. I get off that phone. You know that it's bad for you. I don't even have to pull out statistics. I'm not gonna do that, bro, because of that phone, you don't even remember who you are. Because of that phone, you don't even remember the goals that you had. And because we're grown now, our main thing is just like financial stability, you know, maybe get married. I don't know. People don't want to get married. Not everyone wants to get married, but you know what I mean. Like, all of us just want money. All of us just want money.
What can we do? Only money that I want.
But like, when you get that money, what are you gonna do with it? Like, have you thought about that? What are you gonna do with that money? Maybe you do know what you want to do, but like, what about the things that make you feel alive? The things that make you feel fulfilled? Because I promise you, getting married and having a spouse, that person is a part of your life. You know, being in a relationship, that person is a part of your life, but they are not your life. They are not your life. You still need your life. You still need to do things and to find yourself and to have fulfillment within yourself, because no one else is going to be able to fill that gap for you. Not even your kids. Not even your kids. You know? Who are you? Do you even remember who you were before you had a phone? Maybe you were like fairly young, but you had more life in you than you do now. Before social media came into your life and did the most. I know you know who you were. I know. and you could actually enjoy life, because behind that screen, that's not life. That's not the real world. That's not life. Life is here. Life is the life that you're living. Life is this mundane reality that you see for yourself. It's this boring, that's life. A peaceful life is a boring life. It's so boring. It's like a healthy relationship. Healthy relationships are boring. Not even, I'm not saying this in like a toxic or like degrading way. I'm in a healthy relationship. It's boring. But it's boring because it's not it's not what my nervous system is used to. My nervous system is used to fireworks, firecrackers, whoa, yo. You know, I have a fireplace now. It's very warm, very cozy, very calm. You know, like there is no back and forth. There is no toxicity. My nervous system is used to that. I'm not gonna give her what she's used to. You know what I mean? Yeah, like get bored and see how much goodness there is in this life. You know, guys, life is short. Life is really short. Wait, I'm running out of space. I'm coming back. I'm back. I created a bit of space. I was saying that life is too short. Life is too short not to live the life that you were given by God, by your creator, whoever you believe in, you know. Life is too short, bro. Like, it's such a blessing to feel the sun on your skin, to feel cold, to feel warm, to drink water, to eat, to breathe, to be able to move your body. Like, don't spend the rest of your life slouching and crouching, developing a hunchback because you're looking at your phone, like, and you're not outside and you're not actually living this life. Like, go outside. And I'm also speaking to myself. Like, every video that I make is also for me. Every video I make is for me as well. You know? Yeah. Go outside. Go live this life. Go find yourself again. Not even find yourself. Go come back home to yourself. You know? Come back home to yourself. And finish the books. Like, this is what I should be busy with. 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 Not scrolling on Instagram and saving videos that I'm never going to watch again. Do you know, like, you scroll on Reels and then you find something good and educational, something that's going to help you, something that's going to, you know, feed your mind, you know, and nourish your mind and soul. And then you never go back to it again. You don't even remember. Do you remember the videos that you watched yesterday? Maybe there was one that caught your attention. Perhaps there was just one that caught your attention. But other than that, those videos that you've saved, I have a plethora of videos that are saved on my Instagram. I've never gone back. It's been a while. Even your Pinterest, those ideas that you saved, yeah, the things that inspire you, you know, you never looked at them again. You never did. You just want to keep scrolling. You just want to... I think we should see the stuff that we consume every day as like food. You can die from doing that. Like, at some point you have to stop, right? You start feeling full and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm good. I'm satisfied. But we don't do that. We just keep, even when we're eating, we are here. Let's say this is a tablet. You're eating. You're on the toilet. You're cooking. Like, no, man. Let's stop this, guys. We don't even know who we are anymore. We don't know. You don't know. No, you don't know. No, you don't. You don't even know what it's like to be present. You know, Joe Dispenza said something very profound and powerful. He said that, you know, when we're present, we're spending time with the intelligence that had created us and the world around us, you know. The intelligence, I think he's referring to God. I mean, he refers to God as an intelligence, others the universe, source, whatever floats your boat, shorty. You know. Yeah. It's true, though. It's true. And that's why I believe that children are the closest to God, bro. They're the closest to the universe. They're the closest to source because they are more present. They know what's going on. They know what's up. Animals too. That's why animals are so in tune, not only with their bodies, but with everything around them, because they know what's up. They know what's up. We're so disconnected. And we have the same intuition. We have the same abilities, you know, to be as tapped in as them, to be healthy. But no, phone, TV, laptop. I need to. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to watch this. I got to watch that. I'm not saying don't watch things. Go watch things. Like, watch, you know, but in moderation. Let there be a balance. The same way you can't drink too much water or else you're going to die. Can't eat too much or else you're going to die. Too much of something is bad. Even the stuff that feels good is bad. But yeah, I feel like I'm yapping in circles. You know what's up. You know what's up. Go. I used to like writing poetry. Imagine. What if you know, like, what happened? What happened? Don't tell me, oh, we grew up. Or you developed an addiction to your phone. First thing you do when you wake up, phone. Before you sleep, phone. Just please enjoy this life that you were given by God. Enjoy this life that you were given by the universe, source, your creator, bro. Enjoy this life. Please. And don't forget to breathe. I love you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.